Episode 7 of Dope Thief is a slow burn. The season isn't just about drugs or crime anymore. It's about loyalty, pain, truth, and what we leave behind. It's been 10 weeks since the robbery. We open with Teresa going through Ray's things, and she finds a page in his journal with messy handwriting, and it feels like rushed thoughts, something about the money. This is the clue from last episode when he started seeing numbers. This reflects Ray's mental state. His mind, just like the paper, is starting to fall apart. Outside, she's walking her dog when the bikers show up. They don't say a word, but their presence is loud enough. They surround her, trying to scare her into silence. But before anything happens, the DEA swoops in and arrests them.
You okay over there, Miss Bowers?
Jesus Christ, I'm fine. But you scared the living shit out of my dog.
Teresa visits Ray in the hospital. They talk about family, what it means and what it costs. But she's wearing a wire. And when she gently touches her chest mid-conversation, it's a silent warning to Ray. One of the strongest moments in this episode is when Teresa tells Ray that love isn't always in royal courts. Sometimes it grows in the mud.
Love isn't always in royal courts, Raymond. Sometimes it grows in the mud.
No shit.
You needed me, I needed you. I got out of the life and we took care of each other. If that isn't family, then what the hell is?
This show has always been about broken people trying to make something good out of their messy lives. Ray and Teresa aren't perfect, but they chose each other. Teresa wearing a wire shows how even when people care about each other, they can't be honest, not fully. And that's one of the most tragic ideas this episode leans into. The people closest to us can become part of the trap. Meanwhile, the DEA starts watching Manny more closely. He's clean, but you can see he's barely holding it together. When they say Rick Staley's name, he starts panicking. That small reaction, sudden and scared, says a lot without him saying anything. Manny's past isn't gone because it's still with him, sitting in the quiet between each question. Son is still locked up, facing an impossible $10 million bail, and his wife, Tina, decides to leave with the kids and he's left alone. It's a painful reminder that time doesn't stop just because you're stuck. It moves on without you. Mina, still grieving, stops waiting for orders. After being ignored, she takes matters into her own hands. She trains, investigates, and starts putting together her own plan. Her grief turns into action as she channels her pain into solving the case. Mina's late-night investigation sessions, fueled by coffee and cigarettes, show her determination. Mina's journey is about finding purpose in the midst of personal loss.
Do not fuck with me, lady. It is your partner who's dead. That murder case takes precedent over everything else. It'll be a miracle if my client sees the light of day again.
Then let's talk about miracles.
Mina is making moves. She tells a DEA agent to apply more pressure. She doesn't just want Ray behind bars. She wants to use him to catch bigger players. She even suggests labeling him a Class 1 trafficker, not because it's accurate, but because it gives them leverage. It's not about truth. It's about control because everyone is a pawn, especially Ray. Manny's world keeps falling apart. He finds out that his fiancée, Sherry, is pregnant. She sold her engagement ring in order to afford him a lawyer, and she begs him to take a deal. He doesn't want to, but he's scared. And when he ends up in a cell with a biker, he gets attacked with a shiv, but he fights back and survives. That fight isn't just about survival. It's symbolic. Manny's trying to hold on to whatever humanity he has left in a place that's trying to crush it. After the fight, the biker gives Manny an ultimatum: pick a side. There's no in-between. That's what the whole episode is wrestling with. No one gets a clean option because everything comes with a price. Back in the hospital, Ray finds out Manny might take a plea. If he flips, Ray's exposed. Michelle tells him to act fast, and Ray makes a cryptic call to Teresa. It's vague, coded, and careful.
Ma, I want you to be ready.
For what?
want you to be ready to play them numbers.
In the morning, Ray and Manny are taken to juvie, but on the way, they both argue about the current predicament they're in. Ray wants to take the fall for everything, but Manny admits that he just wanted Ray's respect.
You never believed in me.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You talking to yourself now.
You'd rather go down for everything than show respect for me.
Respect? How do I not respect you, Manny?
At its core, this moment taps into a universal theme: the human need to be seen, valued, and respected, especially by the people closest to us. Manny isn't talking about power or money here. He's not angry about their plan falling apart. He's broken because the one person he looked up to, Ray, his partner, his brother in crime, never gave him the emotional validation he craved. That craving for approval is what motivated many of Manny's decisions. It's what kept him loyal even when he had doubts. Things get dark fast. Mina visits Michelle to talk deals, but the murder charge against Ray complicates everything. Her plan is to use him as bait. Then, the alarms go off at the hospital, and over the speakers, we hear a voice we've heard before.
Oh, we're everywhere tonight. In that hospital, in the street, in the prison, and we are leaving a trail of innocent people.
This person isn't just a threat. They're a shadow over the entire story. They've always been watching, always in control. Manny calls Sherry one last time. His voice is calm but heavy.
I'm sorry.
Manny, you stand up to everything. You hear me? You stand up and I will get you out. And we'll run. You understand what I'm saying? We'll run forever if we have to.
I love you, Sherry.
Later, Son is ambushed in prison. He fights like a man who's got nothing left to lose. But not everyone is lucky. Manny is found dead in his bunk, needle in his arm. We don't know if it was suicide or if someone made it look that way. Manny's death in prison is quiet and tragic. He didn't get the respect he wanted, and that's part of what makes his end so frustrating. He didn't just want to be Ray's sidekick. He wanted to be seen as his own man. But in the end, he's left behind, both by the system and by Ray. Ray hears the news, and he falls apart. The episode ends with Ray having a panic attack. The grief, the fear, the guilt, they hit him all at once. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.